Fellas, what is going on? Today, I'm going to break down to you how I went from heartbroken to unshakable. The no bullshit guide to getting over no bullshit. So let's hop right into this, fellas. Any pain I felt, I tried to drown out with vices. If you don't believe me, I wouldn't either. I wasn't always disciplined. I wasn't always going about things the right way. I used to block out any pain I felt with vices. Anytime I felt pain, fellas, I'd run to porn, smoking weed, drinking, hanging out with people who would hinder my growth, who would hinder the person I wanted to be, and just was negative for me in every single way. And also, on top of that, I thought hooking up with more women after getting broken up with would help. But none of that shit helped. I avoided being alone. I avoided silence. I avoided myself. The shocking part is I was doing exactly what you're probably doing right now. Not because I was weak, but because I didn't know what else to do. In case you don't know me, my name is Caleb White, and here's my story. So back in high school, my junior year in 2019, I lost my mother to an overdose. And within a month of me losing my mother, I also lost my girlfriend at the time, who was my first girlfriend. And you know how it is in high school. That was my first love. Okay. And after that, guys, like I was at the lowest point of my life. I was so low that I came close to taking my own life. I remember sitting there in my room with a knife and I just sat there and just looked at it for hours. Thank God I didn't take my own life. So I had always lifted for sports. You know how it was. It was mandatory. If you guys played sports in high school, you know exactly how it was. You had mandatory lifts with the team. But after losing my mom and my girlfriend, the gym became the only place I could let everything out. Even with that, I still wasted years of my life doing what I thought was normal, doing what I thought was normal to today's world, to society, leaning on vices and numbing the pain instead of actually dealing with it. June 7th, 2024 was the day I had my last drink. It was one of those Mountain Dew alcohol drinks. Tastes just like Mountain Dew. You could fucking slam them things. Anyway, I had already quit smoking weed at this point, fellas. I knew I had to quit it in order to become the person I am today. But this was different. It wasn't me trying to be better for a week or prove anything to anyone. There was a voice in my head telling me I couldn't keep living like this. And for once, I listened. I knew I wasn't here to numb myself, waste time, and stay stuck in the same patterns. That day was my fuck you moment. Fuck the vices, fuck the excuses, and I just locked in completely on my life. I was done wasting my potential. I knew I was meant for more. Like there was times, fellas, where I was in the bar and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? You get what I'm saying? I know you guys feel like that too. That's why you're here. But that's why I can speak on this. I lived it. I'm not ahead of you guys. I'm on the same exact road. I'm just further down. I didn't escape the pain. I learned how to use it. Okay. I still have I have the same pain to this day. I just know how to use it. Right. This isn't something I teach. It's something I follow daily. And over the past few years, fellas, I figured out the most effective way to rebuild yourself when you are heartbroken and lost without relying on motivation or coping habits. Who this is for. If you are heartbroken and don't recognize yourself anymore, this is for you. If your days feel unstructured, your head won't shut off, and you are tired of coping instead of fixing things, this is for you. If you know you are capable of more, but keep wasting time and energy, this is for you. Who this is not for, okay? If you're not ready to give up your vices and you want to continue being a bitch, this is not for you. If you rather cope than do the work, this is not for you. Because we're going to do the work here, okay? We're going to do the work that's required for us to level ourselves up. If you want comfort instead of change, this is not for you. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, fellas, okay? Now, here's the truth. I thought I could change without action. I thought God would just magically fix me, right? But that's not how it works. You think you need to feel better and motivated before you can change. But that belief is exactly what's keeping you stuck, guys. And that's the same exact belief that kept me stuck for all those years. I was like, when I feel better, I'll actually lock in the gym. When I feel better, I'll actually stop wasting my time and lock the fuck in. You are struggling because you're waiting on your emotions to change instead of putting structure in place. However, anyone can rebuild themselves, but most people get it wrong and think feelings come first when action is what actually changes everything. Most people get it wrong, guys, because they think feelings come first. Feelings do not come first. It doesn't matter how the fuck you feel. You got to change, man. You got to take action. But don't worry. I'm not going to let you waste years like I did. There's no such thing as thinking your way out. You have to act your way out, like I just said. And if you want that person to be you, I'll show you exactly how to do it, fellas. I'll show you exactly how. Structure. Your frequency can't rise if your days are chaotic. Discipline. Doing what you said you would do changes your internal state. Fellas, holding your word to yourself. Lying to yourself isn't fucking cool. Pussies do that. Fitness. Movement raises your frequency, guys. Your frequency, think of it like this, because some of you might not know frequency, okay? Movement raises your mood. Let's look at it like that. You cannot think your way into a high frequency mindset, meaning a good mood. Also meaning your best self. Self-development. Guys, this is very important. This is alignment. Becoming the best version of yourself. Your body and habits already support. Okay? The heartbroken to unshakable method is the system I created through my own trial and error. Now I've decided to break it all down for you in this video so you can too achieve internal structure. Fixing what's underneath the hood. Fellas, we're going to pop that fucking hood. We're going to fix everything under there, okay? The heartbroken to unshakable method will allow you to operate at your highest self internally while creating the best version of yourself externally. Phase 1, structure. Structure resets your frequency, which is how you see the world. Order replaces chaos and clears your perspective. Your frequency, guys, is how you frequently see the world, how you frequently see others. If you're seeing others in a negative perspective, your frequency is low, okay? Phase 2, discipline. Discipline, guys. Discipline, okay? Discipline. Discipline stabilizes your vibration, which is how you feel. Showing up when you don't feel like it raises it, okay? Fitness. Fitness becomes spiritual discipline. Training clears emotional clutter, grounds your energy, and raises your vibration by bringing you back into your body and being present for the pain. Phase 4, ownership. Ownership locks in your frequency. You stop seeing yourself as the victim, which I did for a long fucking time. I played that victim card like nobody else. It was my specialty, guys. And we're not victims here, okay? And you start seeing yourself as the source. And that shift is where identity changes. And that's the most important part. When you change your identity, when you change who you are. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down years of trial and error into a simple structure you can start following today. Phase 1, structure. This is where everything starts. Structure removes chaos from your day. Put simple order into your mornings and nights. Follow the same non-negotiables daily, guys. It is very important that we have daily habits that raises our frequency, that puts us at our highest self, okay? For example, I get up early in the morning, as you guys can see, 2:45. I immediately hop into journaling and my morning reading. And then after that, I had a gym session. So just doing those things right there, how many W's is that, guys? 1 W for waking up early, 2 W's for journaling and reading. And then I'm going to say fucking training is 2 W's in itself, because there's nothing that'll raise your frequency like training, bro. I'm trying to tell you guys. So that's 4 W's that we already collected while others are still sleeping. And it's not even about others, guys. It's about waking up early and chasing growth. Stop letting emotions decide your day. Stop waking up with no plan. I woke up with no plan for the longest time. I used to wake up and smoke weed. And no wonder I felt depressed. No wonder I felt like shit 24/7. Because I had nothing to work towards. I'd wake up and smoke weed and hop on the game. What the fuck? What am I going to get out of that? Nothing. I'm not aligned with my purpose. Structure changes your frequency by changing how you see everything. Okay? Now, when you have a morning routine like this, your frequency will be high after you do these things. It might be high after waking up early. It might be high after journaling and reading. Guys, I do this on the daily. This is my life. This is what I signed up for. It's what I love to do. And I wouldn't be telling you guys this if it didn't work for me. It works for me. Guys, after the gym, I am vibing so fucking high. That is, other people can feel it while they're sleeping. It's waking them up because I'm vibing so high. I'm at my highest self. Being at my highest self being at our highest self is when we love life the most, and it's when we love others the most. No negative energy can fuck with us when we're at a high frequency state, when we're vibrating high as fuck. Nothing can fuck with us. For example, when I'm at a high frequency state, somebody cuts me off and then wants to roll down their window and say some shit at the red light. You know what I do? I put down my window and I say, I love you. Because no negative energy can affect me at that moment because I'm just vibing so fucking high. Okay? I think you guys get the point. Phase 2, discipline. Discipline is execution without emotion. Okay? Consistency beats motivation. Guys, stop believing in motivation. Okay? Believe in discipline. We don't believe in motivation over here. Just strictly discipline. And once you guys stop believing in motivation, you'll just start being disciplined. And you'll start doing shit anyway, regardless of how you feel at the moment. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Do what's planned, okay? Don't do what feels good in the moment. Because that's always going to fall. There's always going to be regret after that, all right? Don't do what's good in the moment. For example, I'd go out and drink because that's what I felt like doing in the moment. And guess what? The next day, that regret came. And it was so fucking heavy on me, I just didn't know what to do. Stop negotiating with yourself. Don't negotiate with your mind, fellas. Do not negotiate with your mind. If you have time to negotiate with your mind, you're not taking enough action. Stop waiting to feel ready or motivated. Nobody's coming to fucking save you. Nobody's coming to hold your hand. Nobody's coming to wake you up early. Hey, get out of bed. Let's hit the gym. Nobody's coming to do that. It's you. It's fucking you. How much longer are you going to put that off? Discipline stabilizes your vibration because your actions stop changing day to day. Phase 3, fitness. Fitness is regulation, not escape, fellas. The body influences the mind. Train consistently as an outlet, right? Because when I lost my mom and then when I lost my girlfriend, I used it as an outlet. Even though I was still doing drugs and alcohol at the time, I was still using the gym as an outlet. Stop using fitness as punishment. Fitness is not punishment, guys. There's somebody right now who wishes they were in your position. There's somebody right now who wishes they could go to the gym. There's somebody in a hospital bed right now who wishes they could go to the fucking gym. We're going to the gym because we're grateful for the bodies God has given us. Okay? That's our way showing him we are grateful for the bodies he's given us. We're grateful for our health. Okay? Stop looking at the gym as a fucking punishment because it's not. Stop letting emotions dictate how and when you train, fellas. Like I said, just be disciplined. And if you're just disciplined and you don't negotiate with your mind, you won. The hardest thing is just getting to the gym. Get in your fucking car, go to the gym. Okay? Get your fucking pre-workout, scoop of honey, whatever it is you take. It's very important to have like a little ritual before you go to the gym. Like me, it's to slam a fucking C4, right? I look forward to doing that. That excites me. That's why I continuously go to the gym. That's why it's so fucking easy for me. That's why it's enjoyable for me because I have a ritual. I'm like, fuck, I can't wait to slam with C4 before the gym. Oh, fuck. You get what I'm saying? So stop letting emotions dictate how and when you train, fellas, okay? We're all grown here. We're not little ass kids, all right? Doesn't matter how the fuck we feel. Training regulates your vibration by grounding you physically. Phase 4, ownership. This is where identity changes, fellas. You become the source. You're no longer the fucking victim because you start fixing everything that's under the hood. You start fixing everything that's internally, right? So then you stop looking at yourself as the victim and you look at yourself as the source. And once you're the source, fellas, you can then help others do the same exact thing that you did. You get what I'm saying? Take responsibility for your habits and outcomes. Hold yourself to a standard daily. Guys, don't be victim to your past, your circumstances. We don't do that, okay? Those past times are what put us here today. We needed those times in order to grow. All right? So stop falling victim to that shit. It doesn't fucking matter. It's in the past anyway. Forget about it, right? Stop relying on vices to regulate how you feel. This is a big one, guys. I really need you guys. I need you guys to drop the drugs and alcohol. It's not doing any good for you, only in the moment. And I know because I was there. I was there with you. I was the biggest pothead anybody could have met. I promise you, I smoked more weed than Snoop Dogg. I smoked more weed than Wiz Khalifa. I couldn't go 30 minutes without smoking. It was horrible. And then I drink on top of that. So that shit doesn't make you feel good. In the moment, yeah, cool. You're high, you're drunk, whatever. You don't give a fuck. Like, you don't even care if you live at that point, right? You're not even yourself at that point, right? Ownership locks in a higher frequency because you change how you see yourself. That's the most important thing. Changing how you see yourself. You want to see yourself as the man. You want to see yourself as a fucking G. You want to see yourself as that dude, right? The Heartbroken to Unshakable method is designed to help you rebuild after a breakup without spiraling or losing yourself. My transformation proves how effective the Heartbroken to Unshakable method is at helping a man rebuild his discipline, stability, self-respect after losing somebody he cared about. Now that you understand how this process works, you have two options. Option 1, take what you have learned in this video and try it on your own. However, what might happen is emotions creep back in and you fall back into the same exact cycle and stay stuck forever. Or you can go with option 2, which I highly recommend. Guarantee your results using the Unshakable Man method. And let me show you how. Fellas, I have an offer for you. If you are coming out of a breakup and your head isn't right, if you are afraid you are losing yourself after losing her, if you are spiraling, numbing the pain, or falling back into old habits, and want to become someone you actually respect again, and want to channel the pain into discipline, fitness, and structure, and want to rebuild yourself instead of coping, I'm going to leave a type form down below where you can apply to work with me one-on-one. where I can help you rebuild your physique, confidence, and daily discipline so you can become unshakable again. And with my one on one coaching, I give the first 5 action takers each month a $1,000 discount on their coaching program. So if you want to lock in a spot with that $1,000 discount, be an action taker, fill out the type form, and I'll reach out to you if you're a good fit. Once again, this is only for serious men who are done feeling lost, undisciplined, or controlled by their past, and are ready to rebuild themselves. If that resonates with you, be an action taker, because change only happens when you change your behavior. This might be a step you've never taken before, but that's exactly why you should take it, fellas. Go from heartbroken to unshakable in 120 days.